Hey surfers, what's up? Thanks for downloading the exclusive Movie Surfer podcast on Walt Disney Pictures and Walden Media's The Chronicles of Narnia Prince Caspian. Let's get started. Surfers, it's time to go behind the scenes of the latest Disney movies. So, at the start of Prince Caspian, the Pevensies are whisked back into Narnia through another magical turn of events. But Jiren and I had to do it the old-fashioned way, on a 17-hour flight to the Czech Republic. It was amazing because I'd never been able to go to Europe before. Plus, how many people really get to go to the Czech Republic? We really learned a lot about the movie. We were actually some of the only media that was allowed on the set. I got to see the stone table when I was in Prague. It was incredible because, you know, standing in the middle of a set, you wouldn't think it was a set. They had built actually like a to-scale size castle. I know one night we all stormed up the castle late at night and we got to the top and we were like, "For Narnia!" I wanted to find out how these big movie moments happen, so I got my hands on a Steadicam.
Steadicam is a simple device that mimics your arm. It allows us to walk around with the camera and run with it and do a lot of action shots.
That was actually really nerve-wracking.
Hold that. That's
Okay.
$20,000.
And now the camera that we're setting on it,
$500,000?
don't drop it.
Don't drop it. We have to use it this afternoon.
And I'm sitting there, you know, trying to film, try to smile for everything, and ooh, I was really nervous. It's pretty heavy.
I'll have you just walk backwards and I'll guide you as you walk back.
I think maybe if I bulked up a little bit, I'd be a good camera operator. It's really tiring. It's hard to hold that thing for as long as they do.
Good. We're going to go to lunch, okay? We'll see you.
All right. What am I filming today? So while I did all the heavy lifting, Jiren got to hang with the star of the movie, Ben Barnes. I had heard about Ben Barnes. I knew he was a great actor. He had some theater background, so I was really excited to meet him.
Have you really been able to feel like a prince while you've been filming this movie?
When I first got on this enormous horse and they gave me this fabulous costume with the boots and everything, you know, you begin to feel like a prince, you know?
I learned that it takes a lot to be an actor, more so than just what you see on the screen.
What would you say is the toughest scene you've had to film so far?
When we were in New Zealand, I had to ride my horse through a river, which was absolutely terrifying. But there was a couple of hairy moments near the end where I thought I was going to fall.
Did you have to learn how to ride before you started filming?
I did, yeah. I'd never been on a horse before. I told them that I had, but I hadn't.
Ben's gonna be great. You know, he's got the look. He wields a sword pretty good.
How about the sword fighting? Did you have to go through any special training for that?
Here's my sword right here. You want to hold it?
Sure.
And it's actually pretty heavy, huh?
It is.
Yeah. So no, I did have to do lots of training. This movie definitely has more fighting and more action than the first one. It ends with some huge battles.
Oh, that was a trip that I was supposed to go on originally, and I was being studious and decided not to miss school for it. And now, what can I say? Yeah, the guy's cute. You know, who wouldn't want to interview him?
Well, Tessa didn't get to meet the man of her dreams, but we all got to spend a little more time with some of the more interesting characters in the Narnia Creature Shop. You know what? It is amazing how complicated those animatronic characters are. We got to see a few of them on the set the other day. Howard Berger and Tammy Lane had brought some of the models.
Well, this guy is one of our hero Manitors.
They actually run on these big remote controls like what you would see on an RC race car. Some of the controls control eye movement, some of them control, you know, eyelids, eyebrows, cheekbones, mouth.
Hey, surfers, how you doing? You would never imagine that there's so many little intricate details that go into wearing a headpiece.
It actually takes a team of people to run one character.
These guys take, well, 2 puppeteers, you know, that operate the face and all that, and then you have the guy in the suit.
What creature would I pick? I would probably pick one of like the hero centaurs that had these like stilts and sword fights.
I probably would dress up as the werewolf. One of the headpieces that they had was a werewolf, and I did a couple of segments standing next to it, and it was really cool.
But Tessa didn't get a chance to pick her character. It was already chosen for her.
I had mixed reactions. I wasn't really sure. I read in the script I was getting made up as like a hag. I think my head's too small.
Oh, no, it's just right.
Had this, I guess, vision in my head of what a hag was supposed to look like. So I was a little scared, definitely excited, and then once I actually saw what the costume was, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little intimidated. I look better already.
You do.
You know, Tessa looked really good. Those guys, Howard Berger and Tammy Lane, they're incredible.
Are these real hag feathers?
They are, actually.
Really?
Tammy held the hag down, and I plucked the feathers off her back.
It was a cool costume, really cool costume.
It's not very often that you get to see someone dressed up as a bird/human.
Well, what do you think?
I think Tessa always looks beautiful, so dressed up as a hag or not, it didn't really matter.
Tessa looked better than usual, not gonna lie. Like,
I heard that.
Sorry, Tessa.
I'm not sure if I'd call it beauty, but yes, no, you know what? No, I didn't think I could ever look that beautiful. Yeah, that's right, Michael.
All right, Tessa, I stand corrected. But surfers, thanks for checking out our Movie Surfer podcast. And you can check out all the adventures in Walt Disney Pictures and Walden Media's The Chronicles of Narnia Prince Caspian in theaters soon.